10 Banned Candies That Can Kill, Part 3. Who doesn't love candies? The sugar rush you get when you eat your favorite candy is a feeling indescribable. But did you know some of the candies which used to be our favorite, some of which were really popular, were villains and potential murderers? Hey guys, and welcome back to yet another episode of Stay Wise. Since you all loved our video 10 Banned Candies That Can Kill, today we bring you Part 3. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. Alright then, let's dive in. Number 10. Airheads. DeFazio reported that although the Airhead candies are higher in calories, they are nutritionally high options with low fat. Only Airheads would skip out on these candies, huh? There are 8 flavor options for the Airhead candies. However, when the candies were first released, there was only one flavor option, red. The Daily Mail reported a funny fact about the Airhead candy that people couldn't agree that the flavor was either cherry or strawberry. So they enhanced the flavor and color combinations. Let us get into the details of this candy. It has 130 calories, 1 gram of fat, 5 grams saturated fat, 5 milligrams sodium, 30 grams carbs, 21 grams sugar, and most importantly, 0 grams protein. Is there any nutrient combination that is as unhealthy as this? If something has a mystery flavor and you don't know what you're eating, is that already enough reason for you to stay away? Number 9. Starburst. Wrigley owns Starburst candy. Yes, it is the home of our favorite Skittles. Starburst was initially called Opal Fruits when it debuted in the UK, says the Wrigley website. Initially, right after Opal Fruits was introduced, there were only 4 flavors. However, now, Starburst has tons of other products and flavors, including jelly beans and gummy bursts. Nutritionally, Starburst has a lot of sugar and contains 160 calories, 3 grams of fat, 3 grams saturated fat, 0 grams trans fat, 0 grams fiber, 22 grams sugar, and obviously 0 grams protein. So when you munch on Starbursts, you're not only ingesting corn syrup and sugar in your body, but also hydrogenated palm kernel oil, the third item on the ingredients list after all that sweet stuff. So it is a greasy substance that actually adds to the fat count. But honestly, if you're in the mood for a colorful sweet snack, why not just eat actual fruit instead? At least you'll not be eating trans fat for no reason. Number 8. KitKat. KitKat candies are ones that'll add up pretty quickly due to their addictive qualities. Aren't we the victims of munching on KitKat nonstop? That's what's happening here. When you are eating candy, you can't stop at one. That's the problem when you start with a chocolate bar. It's like chess, and chemically your body gets these serotonin and dopamines, say reports. There is a chemical thing going on, so if you don't want to end up eating 5 or 10, then don't start. According to Mental Floss, KitKat candies are so popular and addictive that there are more than 200 flavors in Japan. There are tons of unique variations on the original treat in the Middle East and the Philippines and the US. Number 7. KitKat Birthday Cake. Since we talked about KitKat's original, we shall talk about a variation of it too. 1 bar of KitKat birthday cake contains 220 calories, 12 grams fat, 7 grams saturated fat, 35 milligrams sodium, 27 grams carbs, no fiber, 20 grams sugar, and 2 grams protein. Originally, KitKat bars were already pretty unhealthy, as we talked about, but KitKat's new limited edition birthday cake flavor takes the cake for being worse because it has an even higher calorie count. However, it does have slightly less sugar than the original flavor, but it's probably best to skip both flavors if you have health concerns. Number 6. 100 Grand. This fueling snack that won't leave you with a sugar crash a few hours later contains 200 calories, 8 grams fat, 6 grams saturated fat, 90 milligrams sodium, 31 grams carbs, 0 fiber, 22 grams sugar, and 1 gram of protein in a single bar. The 100 Grand bar has 22 grams of sugar, so if you decide to indulge, it's recommended to best overcome a sugar crash by consuming healthy protein sources. Alright, moving on to the next deadly candy. Number 5. Heath Bar. Around 1914, Heath Bars were a longtime favorite consisting of toffee and milk chocolate. Considering that toffee itself is made with butter and caramelized sugar, it is unsurprising that this candy bar is so high in sugar. Heath Bars also have more fat than several other candy bars on this list. Let's look into the nutritional content. 1 Heath Bar contains 210 calories, 13 grams fat, 7 grams saturated fat, 140 milligrams sodium, 24 grams carbs, 0 grams fiber, 24 grams sugar, and 1 gram protein. Number 4. Mr. Goodbar. Mr. Goodbar joined Hershey's lineup in 1925 and was even marketed as a healthy lunch option during the Great Depression because it includes peanuts. But even the peanuts pose a health problem because they're coated in fat and are fried later. 1 bar of Mr. Goodbar contains 260 calories, 17 grams fat, 8 grams saturated fat, 50 milligrams sodium, 27 grams carbs, 2 grams fiber, 23 grams sugar, and thankfully 5 grams protein. We'd been experimenting with a peanut bar, peanuts being a popular product with the American people, explained Samuel Hinkle, developer of Mr. Goodbar, in a 1975 interview. We decided we'd better use Spanish peanuts rather than Virginia peanuts. We came up with this Spanish peanut, this small round peanut, and we left the little red shell on the outside. We call it roasted, but we really were frying the peanuts in fat and combining them with our milk chocolate. However, since we are far past the Great Depression, trust us, at 260 calories per bar, you're much better off skipping it and munching on a handful of plain peanuts. Number 3. Baby Ruth. 1 bar of Baby Ruth contains 260 calories, 12 grams fat, 7 grams saturated fat, 130 milligrams sodium, 35 grams carbs, 1 gram fiber, 28 grams sugar, and 3 grams protein. Baby Ruth candy bars have been a fan favorite since 1921. For nearly 100 years, kids and adults alike have enjoyed many a Baby Ruth. But this popular candy bar has one of the highest calorie counts of all candy bars, and it's definitely not skimping on the sugar either. Although Baby Ruth candy bars were named one of the most influential candy bars of all time by Time magazine, the creators of the bar claimed it was named after the current president's daughter Ruth, but the most obvious association is with the Yankee star Babe Ruth. So what's your opinion on munching on these ruthless candies? Number 2. Laffy Taffy. Laffy Taffy mini bar has 140 calories, 19 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of total fat. Did you know that Laffy Taffy was brought to life with the help of a few people? The first was the author of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Roald Dahl. The second was Quaker Oats, who helped finance the film version of the book to create the accompanying real-life candy line, Mental Floss Reports. Laffy Taffy is just one candy that has been brought to life from Willy Wonka's imagination. Nestle, which currently owns the Wonka brand, makes over 13 different Wonka-inspired sweets, according to the official website. But if you are mischievous like the kids in the movie, keep in mind before eating the candy. Number 1. Tootsie. And finally, we have for you Tootsie Snack Bar. 1 Tootsie Roll snack bar contains 120 calories, 17 grams of sugar, and 2.5 grams of total fat. Tootsie Rolls are low in fat but quite high in sugar. They were created back in the day of World War II. For World War II soldiers, this sugar rush gave them energy. Mental Floss reports that the candy rolls were in every World War II soldier's rations because they wouldn't melt or go bad over time.